Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our leading stocks via our proprietary scans for the coming session. This is going to be for Monday, July 15th, 2013. Right now we've got an up session going to certain degrees. The NASDAQ side is definitely the stronger side. So we're seeing a little bit of positive action here in the NASDAQ side. Big day for Netflix, have an upside CPS condition. That one's 4% above the day's open on increased volume. Also have upside CPSs in eBay, Biogen, and Amazon. Amazon's also got a open close deviation, and it will probably also qualify for a volume bump by the end of the day. Moving on to the financials, we've got mostly positive price action here. We've got upside CPS conditions in a lot of the names. JP Morgan does not have an upside CPS, but they did report, and it is seeing a volume bump. Same exact thing with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is flirting with a camouflage sell signal right now. Moving on to the energy names. Energy names are a little bit more mixed. Valero gapped up sharply after its earnings and guidance, 6% above the day's open on increased volume. Right now it's pulling back fairly significantly off of the high of the day, which is setting up a differential sell signal. Moving on to the market generals, not a lot of signals here. We've got an upside CPS in McDonald's. Pfizer is also flirting with an upside CPS. VMware having kind of a tough day on increased volume. That's below the VWAP and also below the day's open. Moving on to the housing names, not really seeing much here. Very, very light volume. That's really not where the action is. The transportation names are definitely in play. You can see the price action UPS. UPS 0.7% below the day's open and also below the day's VWAP on really, really good volume. Also have a VWAP volume bump here. And FedEx, which also is sporting a camouflage buy signal. Moving on to the commodity names, a lot of these commodity names are fairly weak again today. Gold is lower on the day, and that's really not where the source of interest is. The overall volume is fairly weak here, and most of these names are fairly well below the day's open. U.S. Steel is probably the most notable one, not quite 3% below the day's open on somewhat decent volume. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight. Hope to see you again next week.